Welcome back everybody to a brand new episode of Pine Outdoors. Real quick, some housekeeping stuff. Instagram, Facebook, Shopify links can be found in the description box below. Today we're going to be running this color. It's the Bud Grape back with the Chartreuse belly, tried and true. Let's get it. Our recipe calls for violet grape changeable from MF Manufacturing. It's the same thing as I do with the Bud Grape in the other videos. We're gonna stick with the Dead On Plastics Barney. I've got some purple .015 from MF Manufacturing, and this is Lure Work Chartreuse number 126. Okay, we're going to do 4 scoops of our Barney. $14 drops violet grape. Changeable from MF Manufacturing. And then we've got our purple .015 from MF Manufacturing. We're going to do 2 scoops of that. There you have it. Here's your Bud Grape. This is super simple. This is your Chartreuse 126 from Lure Works. You use a 32 fluid ounce cup. 1 tablespoon will get you where you need to go. Got the machine preheated, so all we need to do is just make sure these are good and nice and hot. The machine will stabilize the temperature. Should be good to go. Clear our machine. Perfect. Go ahead and run our first one. Let me tell you right here. I gotta look at that. Ain't nothing hard if you know what you're doing. Alright, your pep talk today, I don't know if this will be 10 words or less or not. We'll just kind of flesh it out as we go. There's going to be times in your life where you don't want to do anything. You don't want to get up. You know, sometimes making these videos, it gets kind of tiring. I think this will be day 5 or something like that. But having that discipline, forcing yourself to do something, whether you want to do it or not, for the greater good of others, is really key to success. That's another key to success there for you. So quit overthinking stuff and just do it. Simple as that. As long as everything's tuned in, you're good to go. I might even run me a couple of some personal baits out of this batch. That's what I'm going to do. I'll go ahead and show you guys these 2, but don't ask me for them because I won't sell them. You guys, if you guys are looking to get into bait making, or if you're bait makers yourself, you can go to baitplastics.com. They have plastisol, glitter, colorants, everything you need to do bait making. If you're interested in buying some of their products, you can use Pine Outdoors, 5% off. You have to enter that into the promo code box and you'll get 5% off your order. That includes everything in their store except for degassing chambers, clamps, and molds. all their stuff that's in-house that they make themselves, you can get 5% off. It helps me out, gets me kickbacks, helps me get more colorants and glitter. That's one way that you guys can help support me. So if you get a chance and you need the plastic or any of the stuff, do that for me, will you? All that leaves us to do is run the rest of them. Oh, let me show you guys this real quick. This is for your viewing pleasure only. I don't sell these. We'll see how these came out. These actually go in my box whenever for when I want to go fishing. Yeah, they turned out good. Let me show you guys. These little split tail flukes are like, they got a flat top on them. They're one of my favorite baits to use. Viewing pleasure only. Oh, here's another bonus here too. These are I like making these into like a paddle tail. I've got a paddle tail mold for this specific body. What I'll probably wind up doing is selling this mold with the tail molds and stuff to get my money back out of it, and then I'll just buy like the beginner kit that Guy's Fishing offers. There's our Chartreuse side, and it's our blood grape side. Real nice laminates. Doesn't get much better than that. I have a buddy that's going on a mission trip, and I can't remember exactly where it is that he's going, but where he's going is kind of has a hostile attitude towards Christianity. Yeah. And he's going to preach the word of God to people. If you guys would do me a favor and lift up a prayer for my brother Eddie. Eddie is a powerful man of God. He's a willing vessel, and he does a lot of really good stuff for the Lord. I'm sure he doesn't want me broadcasting that, but any prayers that you guys could offer up would definitely be a benefit for travel graces, for you know, sometimes God works in mysterious ways, sometimes not so mysterious ways. You know, Taz, what did you say Charlotte said? Rejection?
Rejection is sometimes God's protection.
Yeah, so rejection is sometimes God's protection. You know, one of these days I'll tell you the story about the skunk. Today I won't tell you about it, but the main thing is rejection can be God's protection. You know, sometimes we get mad, we get frustrated, we think, you know, things are not going the way that we planned, only to find out that it was protection. You know, all things work together for the good of those that love Him, and we fail to recognize that a lot of the time. I'll just go ahead and tell you the skunk story right now. So we have a property. We had a tenant. He called. He said, "Hey, there's a gas smell in here." Okay, so they're leaving. You know, they're on a week-long vacation from Florida. So, you know, they're disappointed. We're disappointed, and we just want to do what's best for them. You know, so they evacuate. I'm out there at like 11 o'clock at night waiting on the gas company to come out. They go in with their electronic sniffer. There are no gas leaks whatsoever. Turns out we had a skunk. I figured it was a skunk because we had just got the skunk out. So the gas company wouldn't write us any type of paperwork. They're like, yeah, you're gonna have to issue a subpoena and take us to court to get this documentation saying that your house didn't have a gas leak or whatever. So okay, whatever. So then we find out that if we just get a licensed plumber to go out there, they can do a pressure test, and then they can write the paperwork, and that will also pass. So we have the plumber go out. Turns out not only did we have a skunk, but we also had a gas leak. It was a very, very small gas leak, but nonetheless it was a gas leak. And even though that gas was contained in the crawl space, it's still a dangerous situation, you know. Even though it's vented under there, you know, crawl spaces will have that vent that, you know, keeps the air and stuff from building up in there. So, you know, we're thinking all this stuff was going on, and that's the rejection is God's protection, or it can be God's protection from time to time. So we got the skunk issue resolved. We got all the new gas lines and stuff under there resolved. And so anyways, just be patient, because God's timing's perfect. It's not always in our timing. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.